Warag Ngendog is a term from Javanese folklore, often used to describe a unique mythical creature or a cultural symbol within traditional Javanese stories. The term warag generally refers to an animal or creature in the context of Javanese mythology, while Ngendog translates to laying eggs in Indonesian. The combination of these words has often been interpreted as symbolizing an animal or entity that produces something valuable or extraordinary. The Warag Ngendog is sometimes depicted as a hybrid creature, embodying both human and animalistic traits associated with magical or supernatural powers, and found in stories of the mystical world of the Java Islands' ancient cultures. In the Javanese tradition, Warag Ngendog is often linked to symbolic or ritual meanings. The egg, as a natural representation of life and creation, holds significant value in many Southeast Asian myths, including those of Java. Eggs are symbols of rebirth, transformation, and the cycle of life, making Warag Ngendog a figure that embodies these themes. In certain folk tales, it is said that the creature's eggs can bring about changes or are the source of great wisdom and fortune. The connection between eggs and the creature suggests a narrative of growth, regeneration, and sometimes even the introduction of new powers or abilities to the people in the folklore. The creature or concept of Warag Ngendog appears in various versions, depending on the regional variations of Javanese folklore. In some accounts, the Warag Ngendog is not merely a creature, but is used symbolically in rituals or ceremonies to mark important events such as fertility rituals or agricultural practices. The idea of eggs in such rituals could be linked to the hope for a bountiful harvest, fertility, or prosperity. In this context, Warag Ngendog could be interpreted as an omen of abundance or an entity capable of influencing natural cycles and prosperity. In addition to its agricultural or symbolic importance, Warag Ngendog may also serve as a cautionary figure in Javanese stories. Like many mythological beings, it can represent both positive and negative forces, depending on the context in which it is portrayed. In some stories, the creature's eggs or its influence might bring blessings, but in others, it could be a harbinger of trouble, representing the duality of life cycles, creation and destruction. This duality aligns with many other elements in Javanese mythology, where creatures and gods alike embody contrasting forces. Overall, Warag Ngendog is an example of how Javanese culture uses mythical creatures and symbolic figures to convey deeper philosophical, spiritual, and cultural meanings. Its representation can vary widely across stories and contexts, but it generally reflects the interplay between life, death, and renewal, a theme that is central to many Southeast Asian traditions. Today, the term may be referenced in cultural and artistic expressions, maintaining its significance in the broader understanding of Javanese identity and mythology.